Hello everybody and welcome to Secret of Evermore, Evermizer, Randomizer, weekly seed number 2, the year 2025. We got a 4-way free for all for your viewing pleasure today between Black Sliver, Cliqz, NYRambler, and Vultus. And our settings today, it's a mystery, ooh. One thing that's always nice about doing these 4-way seeds for me, and I could do it for the 1v1 races, is that there's no way that I alone could track for 4 separate people. I can do it for 2 pretty well. I'm gonna give myself like a 95% success rate. But with 4, no, there's no way. So we have their trackers up instead. We're just letting those run. So far, no interesting items found in the opening area. And let's see, Sliver's setting up for the skip, Rambler's setting up for the skip, Vultus is just gone in and is just going to die to the raptor attack. And Cliqz has already gone through. There's a call bead in the opening area. Oh, Sliver missed it by 1 hit point. Rambler gets the skip. Vultus is desperately trying to get this raptor to hit the boy. It's instead taking out the dog. Or is he actually like fighting the raptor? I don't know what this is. What is going on? All right, the boy takes a hit, but he's fighting back. It's weird. All right, yeah, Vultus is just like fighting the raptors. This is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen anybody actually fight the raptors in the early game. Yeah, you get like money and experience, but it really slows down getting to the opening village. More call beads found by our runners. There's a shell hat by Rambler. We'll see if anybody decides to actually pause and equip that. But yeah, Vultus is going through this opening area, which is quite a choice. All right, Cliqz is setting up, just going up and knocking on the door to Fire Eye's hut. And just gonna walk on in. Sliver finds Hardball in the upper left corner of the village, in one of the gourds up there. And here's some of the last few gourds being discovered and analyzed in the village by Sliver and Rambler. Cliqz still in this conversation here. Vultus, yeah, goes through the entire opening sequence with the raptors. Like I said, have not seen anybody do that before, and I wonder how much of a boon that is. He gained a couple of levels for it. He has a call bead that he just picked up. Cliqz turns on Hardball. Oh, and picked up a, I guess got the Atom Smasher from Fire Eyes. We'll see if that triggers on everybody else's screen. Vultus now also knocking on the door here. Cliqz out in the lead in the early game, on his way already to the Wasteland. Everybody else now in conversation with Fire Eyes. Oh, I bet it was in one of these boards. Let's watch Rambler's screen real quick. He picks this up. There's the Atom. Okay, the Atom Smasher was just in one of the gourds. So now Rambler's headed east to the Wastelands. We don't know what the percentage of experience or money gained is right now, but this is a nice weapon to have early game, being able to really tear down these Skeletsnails, one-shot them, because they only have 30 hit points, so you can see Cliqz and Rambler swinging for 40 or 50 damage right now. So Cliqz is now going through the sand pit to get his Jaguar ring. Sliver has come out of Fire Eye's hut. Vultus is now going through the rest of the village. He's got to basically go up through all of the places in the north part of the village that normally spawn up there, and you can traverse that. Rambler is taking the back door entrance. Oh, he's going to check out this these gourds first and talk to the Acid Rain Alchemist before going to the Bug Muck. Cliqz now has his Jaguar ring. Sliver is now out in the Badlands, slapping people around. And Vultus is going to be picking up Hardball here in this corner of the village. There it is. I did not see what Rambler picked up out there. If it was worth his while. He was making some purchases, though. So we'll see if and when he pauses his game, if that is something useful for him. Sliver now getting sucked into the vortex, into the sand, to go get his Jaguar ring. Cliqz has made it to the Hardball Alchemist. Vultus is now in the Badlands on the outskirts of the town, and Rambler is leaving the Badlands, or at least the first screen, and is going to get his Jaguar ring. And Vultus is not far behind. No other really interesting pickups so far that I've seen. I'm trying to keep up with. Cliqz picks up Revive out of a gourd there. The other three runners are kind of all on top of each other. Sliver, Rambler, and Vultus are all right next to each other, either about to receive or have just received their Jaguar rings. Whereas Cliqz is a good bit out in front, is just now starting his trek through the big bug. So we'll watch him as the early leader to see what kind of checks happen, but also can check one of the other three players to see what was picked up at the Hardball Alchemist, since I missed that with my split attention. Another call bead found for Sliver, right outside of the Hardball Alchemist hut, which Vultus and Rambler will be picking up right now. One more gourd here for Cliqz. 100 talons. That was what this guy had for us. Okay, and you can. It's funny. Gives us money to then spend at his shop. Cliqz is now about to start his fight with Thrax, casting Revive on himself just to make sure that he gets through it, in case he gets blasted down. And now the rest of our runners are going through the Bug Muck. Sliver a little bit ahead of the other two, going into the big bug right now, followed by Vultus and then Rambler. Alright, let's see. Cliqz about to cast a bunch of Hardball here against the Heart of Thrax, and also use some Electro Bolt. It looks like that is all kind of split up. And Thrax goes down. Overkill. Lots of damage. So it looks as though what is the word I'm looking for? The call beads, I think, are fully randomized. They're not vanilla. They're definitely not vanilla. Because Electro Bolt is one that you get from the Professor. I think the rest of it, though, is kind of a hodgepodge culmination. There is the wheel. Oh my gosh, the wheel. All right. That is one of 4 major components needed to get to Omnitopia. The wheel, the gauge, and 2 of the 3 diamond eyes that are in rotation. And Cliqz is out of the head of the bug. Sliver is next in for the boss fight, Vultus following suit, and Rambler right behind him. So let's see what Cliqz picks up here at the Acid Rain Alchemist, as the rest of our runners go through the Thrax fight for their wheel. It was 8 parts ash. That was what was picked up there, so not a big deal. Alright, here comes a couple of casts. Oh, well, Vultus just cast one Electro Bolt. Does a good bit of damage. Does almost half of Thrax's heart's damage in one swing. Rambler is done. Vultus is very close to being finished. Sliver is still slapping away. One more Electro Bolt. Okay, so Vultus is now done. Sliver is up inside of the ribcage. Uh-oh, getting hit with some acid rain. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's surrounded by these maggots, though. Oh, he's almost not fine. One more slap. Oh my gosh, he is playing it really, really close. Sliver getting down to 3 health. Woo, okay. Well, Rambler and Vultus pick up their wheels and rescue Strongheart. Cliqz has come back to the Hardball Alchemist to make some purchases here. And now Sliver is done with his Thrax fight, and he will be getting his wheel. Revive. Okay. So it looks as though that was a bone and ash. I think that is vanilla? Question. I know it requires a bone. But I didn't get a good look at what the Hardball alchemy formula was. Okay, so Cliqz, it will be the first to return to the village. It looks like Rambler is up next. Vultus has come back. Or no, Rambler was the one that originally talked to this alchemist on the river. So Rambler didn't have to do that afterwards. Vultus now making that conversation there. Sliver picking up the bronze helmet and is done and out of the Bugmuck and back to the Badlands on the ledge. Vultus is gone. Oh, wait. I'm losing my mind. Cliqz has gone to Strongheart's hut. And does not talk to him. Interesting. Alright, Rambler's now on his way to Strongheart's hut. And Cliqz has a couple more gourds to check here in the opening southern village that are behind these, or southern jungle that are behind the bushes that you need to chop down. Vultus heading south into the jungle as well. And Sliver is now done with his conversation with the Acid Rain Alchemist. So is Nectar on Strongheart. I didn't see Cliqz talk to him. Oh, well, he didn't miss out on anything, I guess. So, Cliqz now in conversation with Fire Eyes for the second time. Vultus making his way to the hut as Rambler is leaving Strongheart's hut. And Sliver has finally made it back to the village. And looks like he is going first. Oh, wow. Okay, first, no. Up to the alchemist that spawns back here that I think gives you cure? Miracle cure? One of those two. I forget what it is, vanilla. And a call bead. Another free call bead. Cliqz picking up 6, though, from Elizabeth. And committing to this cutscene, but still 6 call beads. That's some good magic damage that'll really help out a lot. Sliver getting stopped in the streets by a boy with a iguana, or possibly a bee. I did not see which child that was in his way. All right, Rambler is the first one taking to the sky. I believe Act 1. We'll see where he decides to go. Sliver now making his way to the southern jungle to talk to Strongheart. Rambler has decided to come to the south of the Desert of Doom in Act 2. And Cliqz is just running north from Fire Eyes Village and is going to stay in Act 1. Vultus has gotten in the Windwalker and is leaving as well. Oh, this is what... Okay. Cliqz was checking to see if he could just teleport into the volcano, so sequence breaks are not allowed, so he's just checking that. Vultus coming to Act 2, but instead landing north in Nobilia. And we'll see what Cliqz decides to do. Is he continuing on in Act 1? Yes, he is. Okay, so he's going to be fighting the first Viper Commander mini-boss here. There's a lot of stuff you can do here in Act 1 still. Alright, Vultus, from the Fishmonger, buys 30 Cryoblast projectiles. The Those are some hefty fish. Alright, Cliqz in combat now with all of these Vipers, and a huge storm of electricity. Here comes another swing of it. He thinks, yeah, he just does one more cast instead of doing a multicast. The commander goes down. He only has 2 Vipers left that are weakened. Rambler on his way now through the desert to the Beekeeper. Sliver is now leaving Act 1. Vultus buying some wings here. Let's see what this drop is here for Cliqz. Oh, I didn't see what it was. I guess it came and went real fast. Well, he has another chance for a drop here at the Heal Alchemist. Rambler is almost through the desert here to the Beekeeper. Sliver now coming to Act 2 to Nobilia. All right, Beekeeper, what you got? Lance. Okay, and it is... Okay, so yeah, we have randomized spells. Randomized ingredients. Vultus falls down into the pit to trigger the blimp cinematic. And Cliqz is continuing on through Act 1. Further north into the Volcano Ridge. Rambler gets the skip north and winds up in Nobilia. Sliver gets a handful of clay from the strong man behind the boxes. What are you doing with that? He's squeezing it. He's working on his forearms. It's like a stress ball. All right, Cliqz now in the Raptor Cave. Takes down these 3 Raptors for another drop. Rambler picks up his bazooka ammo from the fish salesman. It's how he keeps them fresh and cold, is the cryoblasts, right? He just packs them in and around the fish. All right, there's our first diamond eye, found by Cliqz in the Raptor Cave. So 2 out of 4 imperative drops have been found. To get to Omnitopia, of course, you know, then since sequence breaks are off, you'll actually need the energy core. We don't know where that is or where it could be. So it's best to check everywhere. All right, Vultus is going up into the cliff houses of all of the vagabonds and rogues and pirates here in Crustacea. Cliqz is still going through the cliffside, a different cliffside cave system, on his way to the top of the volcano. Rambler is leaving Nobilia and landing south of the desert. Cliqz is blasting off into the sky, and Sliver, our first runner to come to Act 3. Let's see what people start picking up here. There's Energize, that's a good find there. It is faux free. Requires a feather and something else. I'm crossing my eyes trying to keep track of everything that's going on here. Some wax at the top of the volcano. And 4 biscuits found by Sliver at the other drop in the book. Vultus learns Barrier from the Drain Alchemist. Requires Meteorite and Feather. Okay, neat. You might as well have just not given me that. Can't go just buying meteorites. All right, Sliver is now in the combat against the stained glass enemies in order to crack into the rest of Act 3. Vultus has gone across the river. Rambler is still finagling around inside of Crustacea, and it looks as though he's done. And yeah, about to head across the river. And Cliqz does not go into the swamp, but has cleared most everything else in Act 1. Found that diamond eye, and is now taking off. This is his first time leaving Act 1. And where does he decide to go first? Nobilia. Sliver is done with the stained glass enemies. Rambler cracks in to the Drain Alchemist. And we'll be getting Barrier and realizing that is a worthless gift. Thanks for nothing, dude. Sliver gets some extra call beats from Camilla and is going on through the rest of Ebon Keep. So Vultus is on the other side of the river right now. Well, let's see where he decides to go. Cliqz buying some wings. Alright, 50-50 for Neris at Sliver's screen. And he learns Escape. But, is it castable? I didn't see. It was a bone and something else. He didn't even bother turning it on. So, I guess not. Either that or he just didn't care. He's like, Escape, whatever. There's an Atlas medallion for free. Not a big deal right now. Alright, Cliqz is leaving Nobilia. We'll see if he leaves Act 2 altogether. Rambler also taking off. And Vultus headed towards the Windwalker as well. Alright, Cliqz coming to Act 3. Rambler headed back to Act 1, to the base of the volcano. Or the cliffs of the volcano, rather. And Vultus taking a little decision in the air between going to the volcano and going to Act 3, and he also lands back in Act 1. So, Rambler and Vultus, in clearing the Raptor Cave, will receive a Diamond Eye that we saw Cliqz get earlier. Sliver is the one that is kind of out and pioneering, or not pioneering, but what's the word I'm looking for? Discovering? New frontiering? I don't know. I'm done with words. Exploring new areas of the game that we haven't seen yet in this particular seed. While the other three runners are kind of doubling over things that we've seen so far. Alright, Rambler going into the Raptor Cave, and Vultus is on his way winding up the hill. Both of them should be receiving their first Diamond Eyes momentarily. Cliqz cracking through the enemies here in the stained glass room. Alright, there's a Diamond Eye for Rambler. Vultus will be picking up one as well. Sliver picking up 85 gold coins out of some spider goop. Alright, and here's the big bad, is the guard bot. Hits it with an Electro Bolt, and it does decent damage. He may have to commit a little bit more. Vultus getting poisoned by a spider, trying to get up the side of the cliff here. Rambler doing the same, both of them bouncing next to each other. And Sliver has made it through the Ebon Keep dungeon and is now into the city itself and picks up a Night Basher. Oh boy, bet he loves to see that. Gomi Tower. What? Right now. Go do it. He already has a good axe. Like, neat. Thanks for the Night Basher. I don't care. Alright, Rambler and Vultus. Oh, and there was a Nitro formula. I didn't realize that Nitro was picked up by Cliqz. Cliqz fails his 50-50 against Neris, but it's not a big deal. He just had Escape there. Did Cliqz get Nitro? I must have missed that. I don't know. We'll see if it's castable. When Rambler opens up this screen in just a second, we're also watching Sliver's screen. He's about to get the bazooka. Oh, well. There you go. Nitro is a bone and gunpowder. Can't really do that. That's a shame. Cliqz is now in the dungeon in Ebon Keep. Sliver picks up a dog collar and gets his bazooka. I'm trying to remember if he went and got cryoblasts. Oh, he also picks up some... What? Sliver actually equipping armor on the boy? Do you know what game this is? You can't do that. Now he's picking up a dog collar. Okay. So now Vultus and Rambler have been running neck and neck in Act 1, are both winding down the path off of the volcano. Cliqz is still dealing with the enemies here in the dungeon of Ebon Keep. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if Sliver picked up the cryoblast. I assume he went to Nobilia and did that. We will find out soon enough. Alright, Vultus and Rambler, both starting their fights against the first Viper Commander. And Cliqz has cornered some of the wildlife here that has been held in cages. I think all he has left is the guard bot. All right, Sliver is about to speak with Lance. See what he picks up here. And Cliqz throwing a bunch of mud balls. Has 30 casts of hardball left and is just like laying it in to this guard bot. Each shot not doing a lot. Ooh, speed found by Sliver. Is it castable? Water and feather? Kinda, yeah. Kinda. All right, Cliqz has taken down the guard bot and now he is out of the dungeon and into the town of Ebonkeep. And Sliver has a couple more houses to go through. Vultus and Rambler both finishing their fights with the Viper Commander at the same time. Now speaking to the Heal Alchemist. Yay, slow burn! Come on, Sliver, you know you want to... Yeah, grease and root. Honestly, kind of works for a slow burn formula. Is you just light some sticks, you cover them in grease, and then light them on fire and just let them burn. You make a torch, essentially. So now Cliqz is cycling through all the houses here in Ebonkeep. Sliver has just a few left to look through. And we'll see if he decides to, if he feels confident with the amount of damage that he has available to deal with Verminator. If he picked up this Cryoblast, I'm trying to remember if he did. If he picked up this Cryoblast, then he shouldn't have a problem. We'll also, I guess, find out soon if infinite bazooka ammo is on. Cliqz. Oh, there's the gauge. The gauge for free in the basement of Ebonkeep right before Verminator. Okay. So now all we need to do is find one more Diamond Eye. Cliqz picking up his bazooka. Yes, okay. Sliver has the Cryoblast. Is he gonna check real quick to see if he has... he's cycling through. I don't know what's going on. Oh, he's using the Wings glitch to see if that is also available. Rambler and Vultus are now back in Fire Eyes Village. Alright, yeah. Sliver got Explosion cast on him and did not take any damage. Yeah, so infinite ammo is not on because Sliver fired that one shot of Thunderball and it's gone. Picks up a lot of money and he still has over 20 shots left of Cryoblast, so that's good. And what do we get here at Verminator? A Diamond Eye. Oh my gosh, this is going to be fast. All right, well, Cliqz is going to be in blast-off mode soon. We know where one other Diamond Eye is that Sliver could go to right now in Act 1. Vultus now coming to Act 3, landing outside of Tinker's Tower. But then, where is the Energy Core? Is it shuffled into a gourd? Is it on a boss? Is it vanilla? Who's to say? But we know, at least, we are in no mode, K-N-O-W, no mode, for getting to Omnitopia. Vultus picking up Energize out of the furnace in Tinker's workshop. And Rambler, where are you headed? Oh, he's leaving the village and going to the Windwalker. Sliver, all right, Sliver is landing back in Act 1. So he should be able to find a second Diamond Eye pretty soon if he just decides to sweep through all of the boss checks that he wants to do in Act 1. Vultus fighting through the stained glass enemies, and Rambler landing in Act 3 will be going through Tinker's workshop and fighting the stained glass enemies as well. Sliver first coming to speak to Fire Eyes, which I think triggers the fight against Coleoptera. I don't know if he's going to decide to do that first or if he's going to go north, because that is a single boss out in the middle of nowhere, and it takes a while to get there, it takes a while to get back, versus heading north and fighting through a bunch of mini-bosses that'll give a bunch of boss drops very quickly. All right, Cliqz has now come back into the front gate of Ebonkeep. He's about to pick up his gauge here. Boom. And he will be picking up his second Diamond Eye, so he will be ready to blast off in just a second. Vultus and Rambler will be doing the same thing. They're a little bit behind. They just have to get through the dungeon. Oh, Cliqz is left. Uh-oh. Oh, Cliqz has turned around. He's not fighting Verminator. Uh-oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Because that is where a second Diamond Eye is. I wonder if he's just not feeling confident about the damage output. Or if he doesn't want to waste his Cryoblasts? Or if he doesn't... I don't know. He's come back to buy something. Let's see. Turning on Slow Burn and Flash. Yeah, that's super helpful. And buying some ingredients. All right, Sliver's going to try to break through the stone watermelon here in front of the volcano. Is not able to do it. So now he is on his way into the mammoth graveyard. Cliqz is going to make a safety save. Just in case he gets obliterated by Verminator, I assume. Vultus is now inside of the dungeon and has to get through all of the baddies here before getting into the town. Rambler's going to go say hello to Neris. So Sliver is fighting through the Viper Commander 1 fight. And Cliqz was... I guess he bought stuff specifically to cast Energize. Alright, yeah, he's come back. He was just... I think he just wanted to make sure that he could cast the spells that he needed to. So yes. So this should put Cliqz in blast-off mode. Vultus and Rambler slapping some spiders down in the dungeon. Sliver almost done with his fight with the Viper Commander. And Cliqz multicasting some hardballs, just throwing a bunch of mud at this rat, saving his bazooka shots. Since I don't think he has tested it yet, he doesn't know whether or not he has infinite ammo. Alright, so now what's the game plan? Oh, he's saving his ammo. Okay, so Cliqz is using all of the magic against the rat, which makes sense. He casts a lot of magic, but he's also susceptible to magic. There's an explosion cast on Cliqz, and he has cast Wings, so that is his confirmation that Wings glitch is allowed. Sliver picks up Lightning Storm. Dry Ice and Mushroom, not happening. Vultus and Rambler still fighting through. Vultus fighting the guard bot, and Rambler starting his fight with the guard bot. Cliqz still zapping this rat, and there he goes. So this will be the second Diamond Eye for Cliqz. Sliver is now on the pathway up to the volcano ledge. But he will not... I don't think he'll make it up there. I mean, he'll pick up the Diamond Eye and probably turn around and jet out of Act 1. And yeah, Cliqz is sprinting up the stairs right now. Rambler has made it to the town. Vultus has now made it out into the town of Ebonkeep. Black Sliver is slapping down these raptors with the Atom Smasher. Cliqz is loading up into the rocket and is blasting off a very expedited countdown. 0. And Sliver is now in blast off mode and does not continue up the side of the volcano, is on his way to the nearest Windwalker port. Landing zone. And yeah, Vultus and Rambler are now going through all of the belongings of the fine people of Ebonkeep. Rambler picking up his bazooka. Vultus will be picking that up in just a moment. Sliver, getting to the Windwalker, is headed to Act 3 to give all of the items to Tinker. And Cliqz is now up inside of Omnitopia. So we know that what is the word I'm looking for? Sequence breaks are off, so you can't just go to the final boss. But Cliqz is first going to go, I guess, to the shop. Yeah. Alright. Sliver going through the cutscene right now and is about to get launched to Omnitopia. And Rambler and Vultus will be in space mode in just a second. The sliver has landed and is getting pushed down the hole. Cliqz spending some credits on some ingredients. I don't remember what ingredients we had, what formulas we had picked up, but he must be probably reloading back on Energize or something like that to get ready for the final boss. Vultus and Rambler both speaking to Lance right now. So we got a little simultaneous action going on right there. And Sliver has almost made its way back to the surface of Omnitopia. Cliqz is doing Saturn skip to get to the professor's room. And Sliver making a pit stop as well to go shopping. Alright, there's the activation for the chessboard. Revealer. Oh my gosh. So that means that the west side of the river was not in logical, or was not in logic until you came up here. Which is funny. That's why there's so much stuff just in like in Act 1 and the early part of Act 3, I guess. Alright, so I guess Cliqz is going back to the surface? No, what is he? Oh, he's checking to see... Oh, okay. Cliqz was checking to see if infinite ammo is on, and he realizes that it's not. So I guess he's going to buy some more ammo? Or no, he's coming back. I don't know what he's deciding right now. Sliver casting Energize and is now on his way to the professor's lab. Rambler has picked up the gauge and is now starting his fight against Verminator. Vultus will be picking up his gauge in the basement in just a second and starting his fight as well, and both of them will be ready to go to space, and they'll already be in Act 3. They'll just have to climb the tower, climb the stairs, and go speak to Tinker. So Cliqz has come back to buy Cryoblasts. And now Sliver is Saturn skipping to the professor's lab. Alright. Verminator down for Rambler as Vultus starts his fight against Verminator. So there is the last Diamond Eye for Rambler. And he's gone through the wrong door. He's gone back into the dungeon. Oops. We got a weather forecast on Cliqz's screen. I don't know what that was in the corner. And now Cliqz has come back to the professor's lab. It looks like Sliver and Cliqz will be descending to the surface in just a second. Sliver is gonna check out the shop, and I mean, you can't, yeah. This is nothing that you can really buy there. Oh, he's leaving. Okay, well, Cliqz is going back to the surface of the planet. Sliver is probably going to check a couple of gourds around in Omnitopia. Rambler's blasting off, and Vultus is climbing up the stairs. Huh. Gotta get up there. Yeah, Sliver's checking a couple of these gourds before committing to going back to the surface. So now we have an energy core hunt going on between 4 players. Vultus now blasting off as well. Sliver continuing to get checks in the various rooms in Omnitopia. And Cliqz has come back to Act 3. Oh, Sliver takes a death against a fan. Big hit there, 90 damage. When was the last time he saved? Uh-oh. When was the last time he made... Oh, he probably made one at the professor's lab, I assume. I hope. Maybe? Oh, no. Okay, whew. Okay, not so bad. What if it was right there? What if it was just in that bucket before you get in? I mean, Cliqz would have seen it. I didn't see Cliqz open that up. So, Sliver also coming back to Act 3. Cliqz now down inside of the the sewers. And Vultus is on his way to the shop. Rambler also on his way to the shop, both in Omnitopia. Oh, Rambler's skipping the shop and is gunning it for the professor's lab first. So Cliqz going through all of these chests here in the sewers. Sliver casting Energize to give him a little pep in his step. Cliqz has that going as well. Vultus is done with his shopping, it seems. Solar, rating Rambler's playthrough. What a lovely, friendly community. One Evermizer runner coming into the other runner's stream, bringing in a bunch of fans, a bunch of viewers. Nice. All right, Cliqz starting his fight against the Drake in the woods. Rambler has landed in Act 3 as well. Sliver is now inside of the sewers. The Drake goes down. Vultus is still doing some shopping. Huge amount of gold there. 4,700 gold. And what do we get from the Drake? It is Lance. Just a Lance. Which now puts, with Revealer and the Lance, that puts Megatar. Leonid also subscribing to Sliver's screen is also runs the Evermizer and the mana Secret of Mana randomizer. High fives all around. Everybody gets high fives. All right, Cliqz fighting the bad boys on the bridge. Vultus taking a very leisurely shopping trip up in space. Rambler and Sliver both inside of the sewers. All right, 2 boys down, 1 to go. Oh, a miss. Gotta be careful. With no armor, these guys hit really hard. Oh, and Nitro is gonna suck. Oh no, yeah. Nitro, no armor, low level. Oh, that's gonna set Cliqz back. When was the last time he saved, too? Rambler now starting his fight against the Drake. Cliqz, I guess we'll be at Tinker's Tower? He may be up in the lab again. Okay, he's at Tinker's Tower. Okay. So, that was annoying. Rambler and Sliver both fighting the Drake side by side. Or, yeah, side by side, top and bottom, whatever. Vultus now finally making it to the professor's lab and picking up Revealer. Cliqz having to run all the way back down the stairs and has to go all the way through the sewers again as well. Now, he doesn't have to go through and open all of the chests because he knows that there's nothing there for him. So now Sliver and Rambler winging it back to the midpoint, back to the bridge. Cliqz zooming through the sewers here. And Vultus has dropped back to the surface. Let's see where he decides to go. Also back to Act 3. Everybody's in Act 3. It's the place to be. Sliver casting some pixie dust on himself. Good idea in case the boy decides to either get in too close and slap you or hit you with a friggin' Nitro. Zero fun. Alright, Cliqz has made it back to the fight against the Drake. Sliver and Rambler both fighting boy number 2. Here comes Rambler's boy is casting something. Lightning Storm. Let's see if he'll survive it. Does he have wings on right now? Maybe that's it. Alright, the boy's good. Blow up. And Sliver is going to pick up a Crusader Sword. Neat. Cool. Vanilla Crusader Sword. Alright, Cliqz is done with the Drake a second time. Vultus is gonna talk to Neris, I guess. Old Neris. Rambler takes down the rest of the boys. Oh, I guess that, I mean, they're coming back to Act 3 specifically because the energy core is vanilla. Makes sense. That's why they're gunning it. I wonder if that's one of the things in the Evermizer, that if the professor flips that switch to open the way down to where the energy core is in the normal game, then that is in the signal that the energy core is vanilla. So Sliver's the first one down. Let's see if this is it. Yep, energy core is the energy core. Who'da thunk? Rambler is on his way out. Is getting stopped up to these friggin' boneheads. Trying to get out of here. And Sliver was trying not to fight the Foot Knight. Trying to skip him. Didn't work out. He goes back downstairs. Hold on. Time out. Nope. Go. I'm leaving. Alright, he's going to try and get the skip again. Rambler is now going to be picking up the energy core. Vultus has made it out of the sewers, back into fresh air, and will start his fight with the Drake in just a second. Cliqz has a successful second fight against the bad boys on the bridge, and he will be picking up his vanilla Crusader sword. And Sliver does get the skip. Rambler also gets the skip the first time. And both of them are going through the hedge maze in go mode. Cliqz wings through the front half of the forest and now has to climb out. There's the energy core for him. Vultus takes down the Drake and is winging halfway to the checkpoint. Gonna fight the bad boys on the bridge himself. And so yeah, now Sliver and Rambler are neck and neck, sprinting through the halls of Ivor Tower. Cliqz on his way down to pick up the energy core. And Vultus has taken out one of the bad boys. Here's number 2. Done. 1 shot, 1 kill. Boy number 3. A miss! Uh-oh. Panic. There it is. Okay. Alright, Cliqz is just gonna fight the Foot Knight. He has Energizer. He has bazooka shots. There's the bronze axe. Oh, man. This game really pigeonholes you. Like, this particular seed was like, you have to go to these places. Because the only other way to get progression is to, like, already have the stuff. Alright, so Cliqz is on his way now out of the hedge maze. Vultus is about to pop up and get some fresh air and go back down the other side to get his energy core. Rambler is out of Ivor Tower. Ooh, and takes a death! Runs into a little Sonic the Hedgehog nerd out there. Oh, that sucks! He was moving too fast for his own good. Let's see where this is going to throw him back to. That's real bad. Did he make a save at the dude in the forest? Oh, no. Okay, Sliver's throwing himself down the well. Rambler, where are you? Okay, well that's... Okay, so now Rambler's behind Cliqz and Vultus. He was a little bit ahead of Sliver and just ran too fast and bumped into a big spiky jerk. So Sliver is now in the lead, racing back to get to space. Cliqz is now inside of the town of Ivor Tower. Vultus has made it to the bridge and is now inside of the castle of Ivor Tower. And Rambler has to pick up the energy core again. Hopefully he'll get the skip a second time against the Foot Knight. Sliver ascending to Omnitopia in go mode. Alright, well, Rambler triggers the fight. I guess he's just gonna stick with it. Alright, Cliqz has made it to the outskirts. Oh my gosh, also runs out and immediately takes a hit against this little armored hedgehog thing. 50 damage. 55 damage, something like that. It was nearly half his health. I can't believe that, like, that's what ruined Rambler and made him have to redo this stuff. And I can't believe, luckily Cliqz was at full health. But that's a huge hit with no armor, or probably very little armor. I don't know if either of them have equipped armor. That's big. Having seen both two runners do that back to back, everybody else take note of the position of where that thing spawns when you run out of the gate and you're running out of the front of Ivor Tower town to go to the well. So you can't cut that corner that close because he's going to spawn directly like southeast of that entrance. So take a wide path. Run south a bit before cutting diagonally. This has been a learning experience. This is great. All right, Vultus is in the well. Cliqz is boosting up to space. Rambler is back inside of Ivor Tower, almost out of it into the town. Sliver is inside of the boss fight, and it looks as though this is a short boss rush because when dropping in, the speakers and fans started exploding immediately. So this is going to be a sub-hour, probably. Sliver taking a little bit of time to set everything up. Cliqz has... What is that? Doing a little bit of healing, just to be safe. And is now on his way back to the junkyard. Vultus now ascending back to Omnitopia. Sliver's got the dog throwing punches against Metal Magmar too. And Metal Magmar goes down. All right. And Wings Glitch is active, so Sliver just has to sit back and hope that he has enough Cryoblast, but he should have this right now. Cliqz lowering himself and the dog into the sewer. He will be starting his fight in just a second. Rambler taking what happened? All of a sudden Rambler's at 16 health. Did he run into this friggin' porcupine again? Calm down. All right, Vultus has made it now back to Omnitopia and is descending, and Sliver is done. Oops. Oh no, I've made a mistake. Oh, I can't believe I've done that. I pressed the wrong button. It was at 50 something. Here, let me do this real quick. Let me see what he said. He stopped it at 51:31. I can't believe I just did that. I pressed the wrong button and I reset everybody's timers. Oh, unfortunate. Okay, well here. We'll take his stop real quick. He stopped it at 51:31. Cliqz is now fighting Metal Magmar. Vultus is dropping in. Rambler is going to get something. What is he? He's... I don't know. He's exchanging gold for jewels right now. I will put the timers up once this whole thing is over. I can't believe I just did that. I pressed the wrong button and reset everybody's timers. Because I have them all linked up, but I have like separate stop buttons, but I pressed the wrong thing. I pressed the... Oh, boo. Boo! Alright, Cliqz is fighting against Carltron's robot. Vultus takes down Metal Magmar. Alright, and there's Cliqz is done. Here, let me tell you these official times. Sliver is done with 51:31. We have Cliqz done at 52:47. Vultus will be done in just a second. And Rambler has made it back up to Omnitopia. Vultus blasting away. And is done with 53:18. Let me go ahead and just set these real quick so that everybody can see. So this is Sliver's. There's that. Vultus is green. This is just for the viewers. Ease. Let's see. Where did Cliqz go? He was 52:47. All right. Is that looking good? Okay, cool. And then where is Rambler? There he is. All right. I can't believe... I talked earlier. I talked at the very beginning of the the seed about like, oh, I don't have as much stuff to keep up with when I just show their trackers. All I have to do is press any other button that I have set up for the timers, except for the one that I pressed, which stopped all of the timers at the same time. Brilliant. All right. Let's watch Rambler finish this up as well. He is dropping into the sewers, and he has his short boss rush to go through as well. While all that was going on, I did not see what he was purchasing. I guess it was ingredients for Energize or something like that. We'll see in just a second. I know the timer on the screen, the suspense is killing you right now. Right now, Rambler is dropping in, short boss rush, casting speed. He is at timed 55 minutes and 30 seconds right now, and he is about to start his fight against Metal Magmar. We'll do a post-mortem for the seed after he's done. We're gonna have 4 people do a sub-hour on this. This is wacky. This seed was so jet. Alright, Rambler coming in with a bunch of bullshit. Just every Electrobolt, Lance, everything. Blam! A bazooka shot as well. Throw that in there as well. So much damage going down. That was a little over 4. That was about 4,000 damage. Oh my gosh! So the slowdown from all of the Electrobolt casts. Alright, here's a bunch of multicasts from Rambler as well. He's going to go ahead and cast Energize and hope that these last few things will take down Metal Magmar. He's very close. Alright, Magmar is down, and so now Rambler just has to sit back and take out Carltron's robot. He is still under that hour. So, unless something goes horribly wrong or he just misses a bunch of shots or something like that, he should be just fine getting this under an hour as well. All right, there it is, and he is done. And I'll write this down right here. With a time of, what was that, 56, 59, here. There. Can everybody see all these times? Okay. I'm not going to worry about hundredths of a second. All right. Oops! I tripped at the end. I had one job, which is just like stop the timers with the appropriate buttons. Press the wrong macro. All right. That was a seed. That was a mystery seed. That was a very, very fast seed. Wow. Yeah. So that was really interesting that starting off with the Atom Smasher, but then like no lances whatsoever. Not even the Horn Spear, but no lances until way late in the game. The Revealer formula is on the Professor, so logically there's no reason for you to go even look in the Pyramid or Hall of Colossia, so that's nice. Even though the bridges are in the same formation, the invisible bridges are in the same formation as they are in the normal game, vanilla. They never change up in the randomizer. Sequence breaking that is kind of like, well, why bother with it? So that was nice that nobody decided to do that, because that, well, but nobody needed to do that. I guess the only reason you could run into either one of those things is to start cracking open gourds, and even then, like, with no bronze axe and no bronze spear or higher, like, it's just like, what's the point? What are you going to accomplish? So yeah, it definitely the seed, the way it logically played out, and the way that different weapons and different alchemy spells got distributed, it definitely funneled you into doing stuff in Act 1 and Act 3, and just like skip Act 2 for the most part. So in doing that, it was just like, okay, you know, along the way, you just pick this up, pick this up, pick this up. Here, we'll just let that kind of go at random on Vultus' screen, so we don't just have like a black screen there. Yeah, but yeah, just kind of follow the railroad that the seed is pushing you on, and just do that. Easy enough. But well run as well by everybody. GG's to all involved. Here, let me see what else is going on. Let me just kind of run everybody back real quick a little bit. There we go. We'll just have that going on in the background. Not that it's a big deal. GG's to Sliver, Cliqz, Rambler, and Vultus for getting through the seed. All 4 of them very close times. All 4 of them under an hour. So that was quite the speedy showcase that we got to see here in this 4-way free-for-all. Well done, all of them. If you, dear listener, dear watcher, dear audience member, would like to play the Evermizer for yourself, there's a link below in the description of this video that'll take you to the website where you can either download a program to generate seeds on your own system, or you can generate seeds through the website itself if you want to play any type of randomized seeds to your heart's content, whatever settings you want to do. There's also a link to the Evermizer community Discord if you want to run the weekly seed yourself, or if you just have some questions about how to set up the Evermizer, or what would be good settings for a beginner, or if you have different questions about strategies and speedrun tactics and everything like that. There's a very friendly, very knowledgeable community there that will be sure to help you out with that kind of stuff. I highly recommend you go follow or subscribe to, or whatever it is on each platform, to Black Sliver, to Cliqz, to NYRambler, and to Vultus. Why would you not? Look at the speed gaming prowess that you have witnessed. Don't they deserve your love and affection? And don't I as well? Probably no. I messed up the timing. I deserve scorn and ridicule. Whatever. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening and watching this 4-way free-for-all Evermizer. This was a blast, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back here next time. Bye-bye.